Thank you for joining me in another video. If you are new here, hi, my name is Muna. I'd love for you to subscribe and join the fam. So in today's video, I am going to be discussing my TBR for November. It is very short. I might add to it later on though. I might add more books at some point, but these ones are for sure the ones that I'm going to read. And since I literally only have like 2 books on the list, I will also be talking about books that I want to get into or authors that I do want to read for 2021. So stay tuned for that as well. Okay, so let's get into the books that are on my TBR for December. So for the book club, we have this kind of tradition that every December we do a Christmas book or something to do with the season. So this is a little early sneak peek because the book club lot don't know this yet, but we're going to be doing In a Holidays by Christina Lauren. I haven't read a Christina Lauren book in so long. Oh my god. I love the cover of this book and the concept of it as well. It's really cool. I've never read a book like this before. So essentially it's about this girl who I think hates Christmas, and she is sort of living in a loop. Kind of gives me, you know, Happy Death Day sort of vibe. Obviously not the horror bit in it, but Happy Death Day vibe where it's like a constant loop where she's reliving the same day. It'd be interesting to see how they actually interpret that in a book, because I've never read it in a book. I've seen it in films but not read it in books, so it's going to be really interesting to see how they sort of write that out onto paper. It's got to be difficult, isn't it? It's got to be difficult. I'll read a little bit of the synopsis for this one. It's the most wonderful time of the year, but not for Maylin Jones. She's living with her parents, hates her going nowhere job, and has just made a romantic error of epic proportions. But perhaps worst of all, this is the last Christmas Maylin will be at her favourite place in the world, the snowy Utah cabin, where she and her family have spent every holiday since she was born, along with 2 other beloved families. Mentally melting down as she drives away from the cabin for the final time, May throws out what she thinks is a simple plea to the universe: please, show me what will make me happy. The next thing she knows, tires screech and metal collides, everything goes black. But when May gasps awake, she's on an aeroplane bound for Utah, where she begins the same holiday all over again. I'll leave it at that, but basically you get the gist, you get the vibe of it. So yeah, it seems like she gets in some sort of accident or something happens, and then she wakes up back on an aeroplane on the way to the cabin again. It'd be really interesting to see what breaks this curse. Is it even a curse? I don't even know what's going on. The comments on this book on Goodreads seem to all be great as well, so I'm excited to read this one with the book club ladies. The next book that I will be buddy reading is After Ever Happy by Anna Todd. So this is part of the After series, and I am super excited to get on the 4th book. So let's see. I haven't finished it. I don't typically like reading the synopsis, so I'm not going to read this one. But if you want to find out more about it, definitely check it out. But yeah, it follows the story of Tessa and Hardin, I guess. Yeah, definitely for 2020. I really want to get into reading more, obviously. I think 2021. God forbid we go into 2020 again. 2020 has been a good reading year for me. I was able to read a lot more books than I usually would. So 2021, I hope to keep up the progression. I want to read more Penelope Douglas books. I read Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas this year. I really want to get into her Devil's Night series. I think that is just going to be fantastic. I've heard endless things about it, so I really want to read the Devil Night series. I really want to read her other books as well, like Bully and Punk 57. I heard endless things about that one too. Penelope Douglas is definitely going on the list. Another author that is on the list as well is LJ Shen. I really want to get into LJ Shen's books. So Pretty Reckless, you know, Vicious, what is it, Sinner of Saint? I think it's that one. Sinner of Saint series, it's like The Kiss Thief and stuff like that. I really want to read more Mafia book series as well. So Cora Riley, I believe it's called Bound by Blood series. I really want to get into that series, and there's a spin-off as well. There's just so many, that's why it's a bit daunting to get into. Yeah, I've heard endless things, so I really want to start getting into that as well. Who's another one? Even Tilly Cole. I've not read any books by Tilly Cole. It Ain't Me Babe. That one seems really good. Like there's motorcycle kind of gangs. I haven't read any of those, so you know, the presidential kind of. My camera just died, but we move. So another series that I really want to get into in 2021 is definitely the collection series. This has been the long-awaited, the most long-awaited, the most anticipated series that I've tried to get into, but I haven't even started yet, but I need to get there. I also want to do Pam Goodwin books. So The Sea of Ruins, she's got loads of books out. I also want to get into the trope of hate to love. I haven't really read any hate to love books. So kind of like enemies to lovers, I really want to get into that more as well. Are you serious? Can that car just stop beeping? I really want to get into the Off Balance series as well. I've heard so many people ranting about it by Lucia Franco. I've heard endless things, like Mary on BookTube loves this series, so I was like, you know what, I've got to try it out. So 2021 might be the year that I try this out. And also other books by Lucia Franco as well, like Hush Hush. So yeah, I'll just pop a couple around the screen, but I definitely want to get into more thrillers, do more mystery, more of, what's his name, Riley Sager, his books. I definitely want to get into more of like haunting of Hill House vibes, like haunted houses and creepy and spooky books. I want to get more into that as well. So yeah, that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video today. It's sort of just a mishmash of things, but it was good chatting to you guys, and I would love to know what is on you guys' list for 2021. Are there any books that you have got to get to in 2021? Are there any goals that you've set? Please let me know. It would be great to have a chat. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.